Yeah, so I'm getting more movement. I'm getting more movement on both. My hand is kind of just being a supporting structure more than it's like moving anything. If anything, I'm doing kind of like micro movements, just like this.
But it literally feels like you were rolling your hand, like if you were doing a wave like this with your hand.
Oh wow.
Like right there.
Okay.
I feel it like going from that side to that side.
Interesting. So you're unwinding.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
So your fascia.
Like I feel like I can relax my feet now.
Okay.
Before my feet were like, I couldn't relax my feet, but I was like, oh.
Yeah, so
It's pretty amazing.
we've got a lot more movement. Like, I don't know if the camera will be able to pick up like how much more my hand can move. But sometimes you'll feel like like I can feel a pulse in your low back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it feels warmer to you or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it definitely feels like,
Almost like a bit of a heating pad.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's like getting really warm, which is just a sign that the muscles are taking in blood and nutrients and it's relaxing. So hopefully it doesn't tense up all the way when you get back up on the table.
Is it like that?
That's just amazing how it feels like your
That's-
hand's moving. It literally feels like the hand underneath my back is moving from side to side.
Crazy.
But that would be like vasodilation.
Yeah, vasodilation is when the blood is flowing.
Yeah, my back feels really warm where your hand is.
Yeah.
So much chi.
Like I'm getting hot, like physically.
I think you're dripping sweat.
You sweat all over.
Here, let me get that for you.
This is really hard, you guys. No, it's like, it's pretty, I mean, to be honest, you could do this for so long. I know that we don't have a ton of time left in this class, so, but yeah, I can just feel like the muscles around her pelvis are all loosening up.
We can just stay here the rest of the class. It's fine.
Yeah.
I know, God.
Just, someone bring me the ethics book.
I'll just set it right here. So.
Oh man. So this is like a nice general unwind, whereas you can get really specific. So I'm just gonna go into the psoas a little bit because after what you told me, I feel like your psoas is probably part of it. So you come about an inch over from the belly button, an inch down. That's a good place to access it, the psoas specifically. Is it tender in here?
A little bit. Not too bad though.
Okay. So with this, so I'm kind of like sitting on it and I'm doing, instead of like a nice broad thing, I'm just doing like with my fingertips and I'm just unwinding the psoas specifically. And it definitely has a little bit more of an attitude.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's not you, it's your psoas. So, yeah. So, I don't know how much time we have, but maybe the next trauma class.
7:33.
Is it okay? Maybe the next trauma class we'll plan on doing this to each other, just so you guys can feel it,
Okay, yeah.
That'd be great.
and then you can kind of see like your low back is pulsating like a ton.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can feel it. Like, wait, because I thought your hand was.
I think it's you, and I'm literally not even moving it down there. I'm just holding.
Whoa.
Wow, that's very interesting feeling.
But like because we're like addressing your psoas, I think it's like, oh, I can chill because the psoas is getting its attitude adjustment. It's like but your psoas is also triggered by stress. It's your fight or flight muscle, so it goes. So what's interesting is like it's designed to tense when we're stressed so that we're ready to run or fight. But we get triggered by our stress gets triggered by bills or people or other things these days. So it still tenses just like it would if you're gonna fight something, but then there's never a fight, you know. So I'm gonna come down. This is like the lower attachment of it. Is that tender?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine is probably super tight today, especially.
You've been stressed out.
I had a donor pass out in front of me, so
Oh.
I had to run on the counter.
Oh. Does that happen often or?
Only about once every 3 months. Not
Okay.
very often at all. It's just people don't tell us that they faint at the sight of blood, and then they faint when we give them a finger poke.
Oh, so that was it. It wasn't like you drained their life
No,
out.
it was not that. It was just he saw his own blood, and
I feel like they should know that before they.
well, we asked the nurses normally ask them that kind of stuff, or they're supposed to indicate it. And if they do, we're like, hey, so we're glad you came in, but you need to either get comfortable around this, or just know that you're not the best fit for a donor.
Yeah.
Because we don't want them to continuously have reaction on the floor, or every time you poke in the finger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were they okay?
They were fine. They bumped their head a little bit, but they were sitting at the counter, so he just bumped his head against the little wall right here. And I got one of our medical staff, and she's like, there's 3 other nurses. Like, no, there's not. One's in physical, one's at lunch, and one's gone. You're the only one. So we took care of it. He drank some water, got some food, had an ice pack. He went from chalkboard white to, I'm sorry, not chalkboard white, dry erase board white to a little pink. But those ones are okay.
Yeah.
This one was he's like, oh, gotta go.
Yeah. Man. I mean, if you're older, you should know that you
Right?
don't like.
You've had your blood at some point.
Like.
I think he had just turned 18.
Oh, okay. So he's younger. He's like, this seems like a great idea.
And his wife is 1 year older than him, and I was like, whose idea is this? And then she started bossing, and I was like, this was her idea.
Oh. He's like, I passed out. She's like, don't be a pussy.
Get up, honey.
She got
I know.
deferred beforehand for medication.
She got what?
Deferred, which means she can't donate because of the medication before.
She's on. Oh.
So he was just continuing through, and he was being a trooper. He was so nice.
Oh
I
wow.
felt so bad. So that was the event of the day.
Good times. How's that feeling in there?
Good.
You look more relaxed.
I'm like, to be honest, I'm more relaxed. I can really how warm the back for your hand just feels.
Yeah, it's super warm. I'm like,
Oh, probably squishing your hand, so it's
no,
probably
I'm like in the crack, so
Oh,
I
there
think
you go.
it works just fine. But, yeah. I'm gonna come just a little bit lower here. Is that tender?
I can feel it more into my back.
Can you? Is that pressure okay? Okay.
Do you enjoy doing the unwinding sessions?
I do. To be honest, I really want to learn more visceral stuff too, because I think this is what I need. I have there's something going on with my right side, like in my, sometimes when my menstrual cycles are really, dude, your low back is like, boom.
I know, I can feel it. It feels again like your hand is like rolling underneath me.
It's crazy because I'm not even moving it, but I'm like, I can feel it just pulsating. But I think there's something going on with maybe I have cysts or something in my ovary on that side, because every other period it seems like it's so painful, throwing up, so it's been better since I quit drinking alcohol, and I can really notice I think caffeine really affects it. So I've just been on this journey, this year is kind of my year to heal, I've decided, because we neglect our bodies for as long as we neglect our bodies. And then one day you have to decide, like, okay, but this year I'm going to do yoga teacher training and do all the things for myself. So I just turned 34. I'm like, okay.
I think that's me next year.
You're turning 34 next year.
No, 24 next year.
Oh.
But I mean, healing.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Well, I mean, even with you guys, your journey here in school, you're going to heal a lot.
I do feel better after when we do Saturday sessions.
Like your massages.
Yeah, it's just like, I feel a little better.
Yeah.
I tend to sleep.
Life doesn't suck.
Kind of.
All right, so I'm going to go to the other side and just do that same area on your other side just because I think you could use it. And I didn't want to blend either.
Like, oh, it's so relaxed.
Okay. Okay. All right. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna come and start a little bit higher with the psoas. Does one side bother you more?
This side, my right side's the worst.
Okay.
When she started the dry needling, like, she had me lay on my stomach, and she's like, lift your leg up, like towards the sky. And I could lift my left, but I couldn't get my right leg off the